And introducing his opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing in the corner to my left, he is the UK's unstoppable monster. He has not been taken off his feet in 2 calendar years. He is a former House of Pain Nottingham champion. He is one half of the Leicester Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions. He is Barricade! And in the corner to my right, he has represented the United Kingdom in Brazilian stick fighting. He is a former House of Pain Full Throttle champion. He is a former Leicester Championship Wrestling Heavyweight champion. He has been called, pound for pound, the strongest man in British wrestling today. Ladies and gentlemen, the noisy boy, Alex Gracie!
And this match gets started. My name is Rob Mortman, the voice of British Wrestling, and it is my absolute pleasure to be here in the King Power Stadium at the Bret Hart Pink and Black Attack Tour. We're about to get off with the noisy boy Alex Gracie taking on the unstoppable monster Barricade. Huge show of disrespect from the off with Barricade shoving the noisy boy. What Barricade isn't aware of, that the noisy boy Alex Gracie does not intimidate easily. Summoning the crowd to get on his side now. And a very, very friendly Leicester welcome of kick his ass, Gracie. Barricade literally muscling Gracie into the corner from the off. Referee got to the count of 5. Barricade actually showing the rules there for a minute. There's Gracie. Man means business. Man who wins championships in every promotion he goes in. Has he ever faced a challenge the size and the strength that is Barricade? Gracie suggesting he may actually knock Barricade out. Interesting turn of events. Man's not been lifted off his feet in 2 years. What a way to get him down. We'll be counting the stars unconscious. And there's the reason they call Alex Gracie the noisy boy. He hasn't stopped the trash talking throughout this whole match. Look at the difference in these two men. Two of the greatest men in the UK currently. But what different characters we've got. What a tale of the tape with Barricade with the longer arms, the longer legs, the heavier weight. But Alex Gracie, a former MMA fighter, a man who's represented this country in Brazilian stick fighting. And as we said earlier, not intimidated very easily at all. Those huge arms of Barricade now around the midsection of Gracie. Sort of a bear hug designed to take away the oxygen and the blood flow from the brain, from the legs, just really disorientate his opponent. Gracie pulls it in. Oh, damage in the arm. Classic wrestling approach. Take away one of your opponent's limbs, takes away a lot of their arsenal. And a man with barricade whose offense relies on strength and power. Take away the arms, you take away a good percentage of his offensive moves. And then back into that headlock again, wearing the big man down. He's got him down to one knee. This gives Alex Gracie the vertical advantage here. See, not a situation that any man's been in with barricade, really. Kind of wonder what Alex Gracie's game plan is here. Seems to be effective though. He's got the big man down early on. Barricade lifts him. Gracie reverses, lands on his feet still. Keeps that headlock firmly, and look at the grip between the two arms. That's not breaking. Oh. Back into that headlock now. Barricade shoves Gracie off the ropes into a shoulder block. Gracie's down. And there's a reason they call him barricade. Elbow drop misses. Gracie's straight back on it goes. He's gone for the pin. 1, 2. 2 count. Barricade kicks out. So close to a 3 already. Gracie then off the ropes. Clothesline 1. Big man staggers. Gets some momentum off the ropes again. Clothesline 2. Still hasn't put barricade down. Goes for the 3rd. Connects. Barricade staggers. Gracie gone to lift him. Not sure that was a wise move. He goes into the boot. We said barricade has not been lifted off his feet in 2 calendar years. Alex Gracie went to achieve what many have called is impossible. Back to his feet though, as Barricade stalking him down, clubbing blow into the corner. And now Barricade has got the pace of this match exactly where he wants it, slows it right down, very methodical. Nothing pretty about Barricade's offense, but Christ, you can just see the power as he slaps Alex Gracie down into a crumpled heap in the corner. The match continues like this. It's going to be over very, very quickly. Gracie's one tough son of a gun, but not many can survive the onslaught. The Barricade dishes out, slap to the face, followed by another. And another. It's going to try and whip him into the corner. Barricade reverses. Gracie again. Bang into the turnbuckle. Bounces straight off into the centre of the ring. It's got to be said, Alex Gracie's game plan is not going to plan here. Feet 1. Another 2 count. 2 pin attempts each so far in this matchup as Barricade once again dominating. And as we said, that offense of Barricade is not pretty, but it's damn sure effective. He's got his neck pressed against that middle ropes. He pulls it up with one arm and leans on the neck with the other. Got a count till 5 on the ropes, but the damage has been done. He's got Gracie, so whips him into that shoulder block. Gracie's down. This could be it. 1, 2. Down. Gracie kicks out one more time. 2 count. And Gracie's looking giddy now. This Barricade shows a display of dominance to this crowd, and Gracie literally and figuratively on the ropes, trying to get himself back to the vertical base, and all the while Barricade getting a chance to breathe. And that slow, methodical pace we spoke about, it's just a clubbing blow into the midsection of Alex Gracie, which has already been damaged due to that bear hug earlier on. Whipping him into the turnbuckles again, catches him. Backbreaker. All the while focusing on that midsection of Alex Gracie. Hasn't let go yet. 2nd backbreaker. He puts that hand into the throat, twisting the entire body in ways that a human body's not meant to twist. Gracie went for the rope, but he's too far away. Barricade with those huge arms, that huge strength. Gracie's pushing out. Gracie's pushing out. Gracie's got the strength to move. No. Barricade once again overpowers and twists Gracie in an unnatural position over that huge knee. The strength of Gracie's going for it. He's done it. He's punching Barricade out. He's actually get out of that huge, that stretch submission maneuver that Barricade put in, and Gracie now summoned him all he's got. Bounce off the ropes. Caught again. Sidewalk slam this time. The back meets the canvas. Barricade's got both legs, and Gracie kicks out at 2. I don't believe it. We said this guy was tough. We said he was pound for pound the strongest man in the country, but wow. Barricade now tosses off the singlet. Stomp to the back of Alex Gracie. A lot of focus onto that back. And Gracie's now face shows the anger, shows the pain and frustration. Barricade just knocks him down again, clutching at that back, clutching at that midsection. We can only speculate here, but there's got to be some form of internal bleeding, internal bruising. Now the hands, Barricade's hands and arms are not the size of a normal man's hands and arms. This is more monster than man as he clubs to the back again. All manner of internal injuries could be happening inside Alex Gracie now. There's got to be a time when someone throws a towel in. This is knocked to the canvas and Barricade stalks his prey like a cat stalking a mouse, toying with Gracie. The head's wobbling, he can't get to his feet, it looks like his eyes have glazed over. Barricade summons for the finisher. This could be it early on. Scoops him up. Gracie reverses. Gracie got a stay of execution. Gracie again, what's he trying to do? But he's put his back in position to be clubbed to bits by Barricade. Now Barricade flings him across the ring, goes in, Gracie ducks down, punch to the face. Is that the opening he needed? Is that the break that Alex Gracie needed to get the job done? Literally not giving up. The headbutt to Barricade as well. Gracie's damaged, Gracie's down, but he's fighting with all of his might. The boot to the jaw. He's going to lift him. He's lifted him. He's lifted him. The weight of Barricade pulls him down to a pin position. And Gracie kicks out. Barricade has been lifted off his feet for the first time in 24 months. Barricade has been lifted off his feet, but it ended up on top of Alex Gracie, and the entire body weight crushing the rib cage and the neck and the face of Gracie as Barricade summons up now. It looks like we're going to go for that patented chokeslam. He connects. Gracie manages to reverse it, elbow to the face, a desperation attempt this time. He's picked him up one more time. No, Barricade reverses, going in for the pile driver position. Pile driver to Gracie. Gracie is flat on his back. Not many men survive the pile driver. Gracie kicks out. He's goddamn near unconscious, but Gracie kicks out on two. Barricade can capitalise. Gracie's instinct rolls him onto his front. Both shoulders have to be on the mat, not your front. And Gracie, somehow, running on fumes, running on instinct, survives just a few more seconds in this match as Barricade goes to the corner. He can't believe what's happened. I can't believe what's happened. I can't believe the referee can. And Barricade tuning up the band. Are we going to be seeing a Barricade-style super kick once Gracie summons the energy to get to his feet? If he turns around now, this is all over. If that connects. Oh, Barricade misses. Gracie avoids. He's gone for the pickup. Scoop slam. And Gracie capitalises. 1, 2, 3. No. Two count. Gracie had the leg hooked. But still, the power and the strength of Barricade as he summons it all to kick out again. Gracie can't believe it. Punches the canvas with absolute desperation. Grab him in. Barricade reverses. Choke slam attempt. No, Gracie's got out. Gone straight in. Scoops him down. He's going to go for a submission maneuver. He's going to go for the figure four. Barricade's legs are not the same size as normal legs. Kicks Gracie off. Gracie's in the corner, and Barricade this time now knows Gracie's still got some element of fight in him. Both men propped in the corner now. Barricade has taken some damage. Gracie's taken a little bit more with that boot to the face. Scoops him down. 1, 2. No. Two count from Barricade. Gracie can't believe it. Barricade now. It's got to be the closest 2 count we've seen throughout this whole match. And look at the look on Gracie's face. He can't believe it. Regroup, get back on top, capitalise, Gracie. Come on. Dig deep, my friend. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Misses. The spear attempt. Barricade rolls him up. Had a handful of tights, and we got the 3 counts. Ladies and gentlemen, Barricade wins, Gracie loses. We can see from the camera angle, Barricade had a handful of tights. Barricade knew it, Gracie knew it, but the referee's decision is final. The 3 count has happened. The winner is the Man Mountain Barricade. It has to be said, Alex Gracie, the noisy boy. signs of respect all year round. The Noisy Boy Alex Gracie will have made a few new fans here in the King Power Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next match.
First and foremost, Kevin, welcome to Leicester.
Thank you.
As you can tell, they're a bit lively around here.
What's that?
So they're a bit lively around these parts.
That's a good thing, right? There's my lively guys back there.
So what I'm going to do today, Kevin, we're going to try and give many people a question in the Q&A part as possible. So we're going to shorten down this part of the interview. So we get as much of these guys are going to get to speak to you as possible.
All right.
So I apologise in advance for what's going to come up.
Is it a warning or?
If the cap fits, let's put it that way.
Good deal.
First and foremost then, obviously 2015, you were inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. What does it mean to you to have that induction and to be a part of that organisation and that Hall of Fame?
Every night I get this, they always do the mic change thing on me. You're trying to throw me off. No, I mean, after, almost 30 years of doing this, it was nice to, it was special because Shawn Michaels put me in. The year before Razor went in, so, I mean, that's a great honor.
Do you ever think you'll see the Click inducted in the Hall of Fame, or is it not right for the Click to go in? Is there an organic friendship as opposed to a faction?
I don't have a problem with it.
Anyone in the room have a problem with the Click going in as a unit? No.
If they make a DVD about you, then I think you're
in with a good chance.
What's the difference? Okay, so let me ask you a question. So, the Road Warriors go in, they're fake, and the Click doesn't go in because they're real?
On the subject of DVD...
Hawk's dead, there's only one of them. 5-on-1.
On the subject of DVDs and autobiographies and everything though, how come we've never seen the Kevin Nash book or a single career spanning DVD?
Number one, they don't own the rights to Kevin Nash. So it'd be a very short, unless you want to watch Oz classics, but which should get its own DVD.
The best of Oz.
The worst of Oz. And start off with the Kazmar match. But no, I'm in no hurry. I don't plan on dying anytime soon.
But is there no plans for an autobiography?
No.
Do you mind about wrestling autobiographies? Because obviously there was a lot of controversy when Mick Foley released his and people were saying you're showing too much behind the scenes. What was your take on that?
I mean, I look at the people out here that I met tonight, it's just like, I think we're all intelligent people. I think when David Copperfield says he's going to make the Statue of Liberty disappear, we don't really believe it disappears. So, how much can you... Like Mick Foley, of all the people, they're saying, well, I thought you showed too much behind the scenes, yet he's the guy that fell 50 feet through the table. He was as real as a guy, so.
What was it like wrestling Mick Foley? When you went to TNA, you wrestled Mick Foley. What was it like wrestling him as a man?
Early in my career, we had really horrible chemistry. We had a match in Aberdeen, which was just, was brutal. As we got older, our styles just kind of seemed to mesh, and we had a pretty good match at TNA. But I enjoyed working with him later in life. Once Rock hit him like 100 times in that steel chair, I think it calmed him down. You know what? And Mick gets pissed about that. You know, he gets pissed about that whole thing. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, but you stayed on your feet. Like, I don't know about anybody else. You hit me one time with a steel chair, I'm gonna take a bump and land on my back. So that way there you can't do the over the top thing. Like, what, are you gonna hit me in the face with a chair? You can't do that. Like, I'm one and done. If you stand up wobbling around with your hands behind your back, I would think thank you, sir, might have another. So I don't know.
It waters down the concept of what a chair shot is meant to be as well. Sure, if someone can take 20, for the next person the following show to take 1, it waters down that 1, doesn't it?
But the thing is, people always say, well, how do you fake the chair shot? And I'm like, you don't. I remember I didn't wrestle for, I don't know, whatever it was, 9 months when I tore my quad. And I came back and I had the thing with Hunter in Halifax on Raw. And I knew he was going to hit me with a chair, so I fed up and he hit me with a chair and a flame came out of my ass. And I was like, wow, I forgot how bad that hurts. So, you know, chair shots are chair shots. And if it's your friend, you hit him extra hard. Because he's your friend. You know, he's not going to bitch about it, so.
What's your opinion on hardcore wrestling as a whole? Like, does hardcore wrestling have a place in 2016 professional wrestling, or is it a thing of the past?
The program now is too violent.
Yeah.
I mean, they have whatever it is, PG-13 or I think it's PG, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody wants to watch wrestling with Nemo.
Going back into your time in WCW and the NWO, what are your memories like of walking into WCW and setting up the NWO?
No, so the NWO, when we walked in?
Well, both. Going into WCW and the story from walking into the formation of the NWO.
Well, I mean, I think one of the things were that, like, once after 96, anytime we showed up anywhere, we were very disliked. You know, because we had a reputation of doing what we wanted to do, so. No, the WCW guys but they were easy prey. I mean, they were country club boys, you know, they got that Turner money and everybody kind of sat on their asses and we went in there and just ate them alive, so.
What's the difference then? What is the difference that the WWE gives a wrestler that makes them prepared and makes them superstars to what WCW were doing, and to an extent what TNA were doing that doesn't quite build them to that level?
Because Vince would give you, you know, he'd give you dark matches, he'd give you enhancement matches, but if you didn't get over, you didn't get over. I mean, it was up to you to get over. And it's not like that anymore. The difference is they pick a guy and they push him, you know, whether he's ready or not. I think that killed Roman Reigns. He wasn't ready for the push, he got the push, and now, you know. And that's nothing against Roman. I mean, that's nothing at all against Roman. It's just that it is what it is. Like, he had the look, he had good size, they pushed him early, and then now somebody like organically gets over, like Kevin Owens, and he's not exactly what they want look-wise to be the face of their company, yet he's a great performer, he's in ring, he's good on the mic, like he can do all the aspects. So I remember when he first came on, I'm like, are you telling me that they're gonna let this indie guy wear a t-shirt and wrestle on Raw? And win the championship. Okay. So, but I mean, it's worked. So, I did see that a friend of mine that's a tailor, he's like a tailor to the stars, and his new thing is he's been making custom suits for all the WWE guys. And I saw a picture on Instagram of Kevin Owens in a black suit, and I called my buddy. I said, "Alan, you make that suit?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Looked like your work." Like, so he's, you know, Kevin Owens got a makeover when he got the belt, so.
Is it important for a wrestling champion to dress like a champion and be... I mean, you look at a guy like Conor McGregor, who is always immaculately presented. Lots of hatred for Conor McGregor? But is it important for a wrestling champion to present himself professionally because he's representing the company?
To me, if you're not comfortable, you're not comfortable. I can work a room better if I'm comfortable. If you put me in a tuxedo, I mean, all I'm thinking about is how quick I get this tie off. You know, so for me, it's just like, you know, when I was told that I was going to come, when I was asked to do this, I asked what my, you know, if there was going to be a dress code or anything. And they said, no, you can wear whatever you want to wear. And I said, that's great, because we're going to do Q&As. I'd just as soon be myself. Like today, for me, this is cold. I live in Florida. Our heat index today on the beach was 103. So this is like Siberia. But I grew up in Detroit. It's not like I'm used to it. I mean, I am used to it, but it's just today it's kind of got that damp England cold.
That's just Leicester 24/7, to be honest with you.
But I tell you what, I drove around here. I mean, just some of it almost looks like a movie set. Like the little villages that where Matt lives today, where I went.
I thought you were going to say the movie's I Am Legend.
No. It's very nice. I could live here.
Yeah, and of course, Leicester has the football champions of Great Britain at the moment.
I know that. I've been well versed by Matt.
Yeah, I only said that to make sure he books me again, to be honest with you.
Great.
And a little, we just mentioned Conor McGregor there. We got a bit of a spattering of boos. I'd be interested what your thoughts are on Conor McGregor.
I like him. We follow each other on Twitter. We're Twitter buddies. So, yeah. I mean, I think he's right. If he fights, I buy the fight.
Excellent. You a fan of UFC then?
Sometimes.
Is there anything UFC does that pro wrestling can learn from these days, in your opinion?
Let people beat the... No, I don't know. I think Lesnar did a pretty good job on Orton's head. I still haven't. The jury's still out on whether that was planned. I can't think that Randy Orton would say, "Yeah, at some point in the match, like bust me open, so I need 20 staples." I just don't see that being laid out. But.
And of course, a man you're relatively familiar with, CM Punk, has gone over to UFC. Are you got any vested interest in how Punk's going to handle UFC?
Don't we find out tonight? So he'll never make the Hall of Fame because he'll be in that dead guys list. I don't know. To me, I mean, if anybody's ever been a fighter, I mean, the difference between having one fight and no fights is huge. You know, this kid's had a couple of fights that he's fighting tonight, so. I don't know. Thank God you can tap out.
What was it like?
Bell rings.
What was it like?
I mean, in all honesty, I hope he wins. I'd love for him to win. It'd be great. It's always good for us, but he was